Now, it became essential reading in schools, and the film it inspired is regarded as one of the best British films ever made. And believe it or not, it's 50 years since A Kestrel for a Knave was published.
You might know it better by the film title Kess. It was written by South Yorkshire author Barry Hines. To mark the occasion, 3 copies of the book have been dropped around his hometown of Hoyland. Tom Ingle went to collect a copy.
Lunchtime at Casper's Chippy in Hoyland. Casper's after Billy Casper, the anti-hero of Kes. And today, Casper's customers can take home more than fried fish. They can get a side order of Heinz.
Kes? A lot of people, whilst they love Kes and have taken that to their hearts, they don't realise that it came from a book, A Kestrel for a Knave. And we want to celebrate that and make people more aware of Barry Hines' beautiful writing, where he talks about this beautiful landscape we've got.
To mark the 50th anniversary of the book, new editions with special artwork are being dropped around Hoyland today. Hoyland and Barnsley are never explicitly mentioned in the novel, but Barry Hines, who grew up in the street over there, clearly drew on all of his local influences as he put pen to paper, not just for the novel, but later the screenplay too. The book was swiftly followed by the film. In the summer of '68, with the ink barely dry on the page, Ken Loach's cameras were rolling. A young David Bradley, forever now Billy Casper, was climbing this ruin near Tankersley to claim his Kestrel prize.
The most important thing about Barry, he wrote about real people. He wrote about society at large, as opposed to gloss and glamour and special effects. He wanted to talk about life as it really was.
This is the start of a year-long project celebrating the work of Barry Hines.
It's just great looking at the impact it's had worldwide. So Kes, for instance, has been translated into Japanese, German, Polish. So it's looking at very much the wide aspects and how that relates back to Barnsley.
It's great quality. Yeah, it is. Very nice. It's a great idea.
At Hoyland Library, the new editions were quickly taking flight today as another generation embraces the story.
It's such an iconic story for Barnsley. It really put Barnsley on the map.
I'd done this through school, and then obviously my dad's interested in birds and like the film. It's all local.
It hasn't aged at all. It's still as relevant today as it was in 1968 if you look at what's happening in society.
David is now involved with a project to build a statue in Barnsley to remember Barry, the man who gave the Dearne Valley wings, still soaring half a century later. Tom Ingle, BBC Look North, in the Dearne Valley.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I've got a confession that I'm actually really ashamed of. I have never watched the full film of Kes.
Well, you missed Brian Glover's part when he kicks off in a vital FA Cup third-round match. He's playing for Man United and scores a goal against the kids. It's brilliant. What do you think about it?
No,
you actually walked into the weather office, so you never even heard of it.
That's such a lie. He said, what am I coming off? And I said, Kes. And he said,
Now,
what?
weather team, calm down.
I bet that's not on for a penny on Amazon like my book, is it?